After vacillating initially, the Congress has decided to reject the support offered to it by SDPI, which is the political wing of the banned terror outfit Popular Front of India. At a press conference in Kerala today, the acting president of Kerala Pradesh Congress Committee, Mr. M. Hassan, and leader of opposition in Kerala, Mr. V.D. Sadishan, said Congress opposes both majority and minority communalism. Now, how sincere is the Congress in its decision? What will be the impact of the decision of the Congress in the coming Lok Sabha polls in Kerala? Now, let's also look at the rise of communalism in politics in Kerala and what was the position of both Congress as well as the CPIM in this issue. This is Hari Kumar with insights. Actually, the decision of the Congress not to accept the support offered by SDPI came after BJP took up the issue nationally. Now, none less than the Union Home Minister Amit Shah had taken up this issue, and in his political meetings in many places, including Karnataka, Mr. Amit Shah had pointed out that the Congress is accepting help of a terror group just to win elections. So he questioned the sincerity of the Congress in proclaiming that they are really secular. And there is a hint that Congress cannot deny the support offered to it by SDPI because Rahul Gandhi, who is contesting from Wayanad, may perhaps need it badly. Or if the Congress rejects it, it could be seen as, it could be interpreted as against certain communities. So this issue was taken up by BJP nationally, and eventually the Congress had to discard whatever gains it would have accrued by accepting the support of SDPI. Now let's look into the vote strength of the vote strength commanded, vote base commanded by SDP in different Lok Sabha constituencies and in Kerala in total. In 2019, SDPI contested in just 8 Lok Sabha constituencies and they got around just 80,000 of votes. But in 2014, they had contested in almost 14 Lok Sabha constituencies and they had got around 2.7 lakh votes. So it is clear that during the last elections, they might have transferred votes to certain political parties, and perhaps Congress and CPIM would have benefited out of it because they are sure not to give or transfer their votes to NDA or BJP. So in that way, both Congress and CPIM might have benefited by the vote transfer from SDPI earlier. Though when the SDPI offered unilateral support to the Congress a couple of days ago, they said that they had not engaged or they had not held any discussion with the Congress and they were taking the decision based on certain policies of the Congress, like the decision of the Congress to conduct a caste-wise census and their secular credentials and some other pretexts. Now, immediately after this SDPI offered support to the Congress, CPIM also came out against the Congress. So all these might have created difficulty to the Congress. It could be that there could be an understanding between the Congress and the SDPI, and just because Congress said they are rejecting the offer of the SDPI, it doesn't mean that there won't be any cooperation, because in many constituencies, in many local bodies in Kerala, in fact both the UDF and LDF have joined hands with SDPI. Now, the policy of appeasement in Kerala regarding minority groups didn't start just now. It has been there right from 1950s. You'll be surprised to know that in 2004, the then Kerala Chief Minister A.K. Antony, remember, he is one of the topmost leaders of Congress in India. He was a leader Congress leader from Kerala, who became a decision maker of the Congress at national level. and who served as Defense Minister of India later in many years. In 2004, A.K. Antony made a very controversial statement about the minority appeasement in Kerala. Mr. Antony made this statement while he was inaugurating a meeting of Nambudiri Yogakshema Sabha, which is the organization of Nambudiri caste in Kerala. Nambudiris were considered to be occupy the top in the caste hierarchy in Kerala in the past, and once they were one of the most influential communities in Kerala. While inaugurating their state meet, Mr. A.K. Antony said he was sad and surprised by the plight of the community. He said he, as the chief minister or as the Congress leader, he had participated in meetings of different caste organizations in Kerala. And he was often surprised by the number of luxury cars at the venue, including top-end BMWs, Mercedes, and even at times Rolls-Royce and other Maybachs, vehicles such of that category. But he said, at the venue of the meeting of Nambudiri Yogakshema Sabha, he could only find bicycles and two-wheelers. There was only one car there, which was an old ambassador car. He said, this proves that the government needs to reconsider its policies and priorities while measuring the backwardness of different communities. Now, Antony had to pay the price. He ruffled many feathers by his statement. Minority groups in Kerala were angry, especially the Muslim League. They realized that if the society is going to discuss this and a new narrative comes up, that means the rights they are enjoying and they have been enjoying on the pretext of backwardness will be taken away. And because of their pressure, Antony had to eventually resign. And that proves the level of appeasement that was followed in Kerala by both the left as well as the Congress. Now, the appeasement didn't start all on a sudden. The appeasement started right from 1950s. Initially, even the Muslim League was not considered a party which can be taken into any coalition. In 1948, Muslim League was formed. They had to wait for 20 years almost. Only in 1967, they were taken into a political coalition. And they had the stigma of communalism attached to them. But in every elections, right from 1957 Kerala elections, assembly polls, the 1960 assembly polls, and 65 assembly polls, step by step, they very shrewdly they were able to remove the stigma of communalism attached to them, though the very name of the party signifies some sectarian tendencies or policies of the party. Now, by clever manipulations, they managed to remove the stigma on them, and they became an acceptable political party, and everybody says they are a secular group now. Now, at that time, EMS Nambudiri, part of the CPIM, the top leader of CPIM, was responsible for removing the stigma on the Muslim League when he said minority communalism is less dangerous than majority communalism. That was the logic or pretext. That was the facade which was invented by Mr. EMS Nambudripad to accept them into his coalition. Now, from that time onwards, the different governments that ruled Kerala showered benefits on various communities to get their votes, and the mainstream political parties in Kerala helped to create vote banks also. Now, the sudden realization of Congress in Kerala that SDPI support is not acceptable, it is just because of the fact that this issue will be taken up by BJP nationally, and it would result in huge reverses for the Congress in the national scenario. For example, SDPI's or Popular Front's violence or their involvement in different riots in India are not confined to Kerala. The Popular Front had been accused of instigating the Delhi riots, and even in Uttar Pradesh, their name has been associated with different communal clashes. So the Congress realized that this is going to impact their fortunes nationally, and it seems that even their allies might have pressurized Congress not to accept this. But it seems that the present declaration of the Congress is out of necessity rather than any real realization. And let's see how the Congress is going to take up this issue in the coming days. And now, how Congress is going to react on certain statements and developments made in the issue in the coming days. Let's wait for it. Till then, goodbye and namaskara.